For the last few months, one constant at the U of I has been change.
From the president on down, the leadership ranks are full of new faces. But what effect does instability have on the university? We sent Anna Carrera to launch a WCIA3 investigation. And Anna, it revealed a sharp drop-off in donations in the last year.
Yeah, Jennifer, and the new president told me he had serious concerns about some of the recent trends. Familiar plays a big part in trust, and trust impacts support, from your personal perspective to where you put your money. We talked with dozens of donors and dug through years' worth of financial information to see what impact changes at the top are having on the bottom line. Even after graduation, alumni of the Orange and Blue keep an eye on campus.
We're always concerned with what goes on at the university. We're concerned when something happens that doesn't bode well for the reputation of the school.
Lately, that reputation has been plagued by controversy. We've heard about professor and convicted felon James Kilgore and the controversial non-hire of Stephen Salida.
This is, as we say in my profession, a teaching moment.
Then there's the question of stability in leadership. During the last 6 years, 5 men have been president of the university. In that same time, 4 people have worked as chancellor of the Urbana campus.
Over time, yes, you're going to have ebbs and flows in confidence, and sometimes that is a reflection of leadership turnover.
But what impact does that confidence have on the university?
It's always a concern.
U of I Foundation President Jim Moore says uncertainty can affect how much donors give.
We like stability as individuals, and certainly as we look at making investments in anything, whether it's our own personal wealth or public goods like universities, absolutely stability is important.
We took a look at how much people donated to the university during the last few years. You can see a steady climb between 2011 and 2012, leveling off the next couple years, then a big drop in 2015. Moore says that's a bigger concern as the state budget crisis continues, but it's been an issue longer than that.
We went from being state funded to state supported to now state located, so the funding model has shifted for years.
Moore says they get 2 kinds of gifts. Some families give loyalty donations every year. Others give extraordinary gifts, which are usually a one-time thing for a particular purpose.
It's really a day of appreciation for me.
For example, Sidney Liu gave $12 million for an engineering building earlier this year. Donations like that can create spikes in the budget. Even though foundation leaders hope those roll in every year, they know they're not guaranteed.
They tend to be the kinds of gifts that come in as a result of the great work the institution does.
Donor Terry Hatch says his family gives with a focus on passion projects.
Our philanthropy is more related to individual units.
One of those units is Allerton Park, a place that's close to his wife's heart. Hatch says when they donate so specifically, changes in leadership don't impact their decision.
Issues that occur at the all-university level really don't have a great bearing on that. I suppose they could under circumstances, but those would have to be fairly substantial.
But what about that big drop-off we noticed earlier? To get a better perspective, we requested donation information for Purdue and Indiana universities, 2 similar-sized schools. What we found, where U of I donations dropped to, was about normal for the other 2. Foundation leaders say that's because stability, when it comes to a 150-year-old university, is all about perspective.
While we see some leaders come and go, and we see faculty in some cases come and go, the core of the place is still pretty solid.
Now, even though people with those big-time donations say they're standing strong, a more noticeable impact may be with donors who give smaller gifts. When I talked with people who gave less than $1,000 per year, they were more likely to say instability made an impact on whether they wanted to donate. Jennifer?
All right, really interesting stuff there. Thank you so much, Anna. And time for a quick check of today's Instant Connection poll. We want to know, do you donate to higher education? Just go to our Facebook page right now, click on the link to get your vote in, and right now 67% of you are voting no. We're going to check back with your answers throughout the news.